Yeah, it's online. Good morning, dear viewers and students. Welcome you all to our webinar. Today, I'm the host of SM Shalom Shoikat on behalf of Study World BD. And we have a distinguished guest, Tatiana Guzikowska, sorry for my wrong pronunciations, in which she
Okay.
will be representing WSB Meito Universities and DSW University of Lower Silesia. So let's introduce with our guest. Please, Tatiana, can you please introduce yourself and your universities?
Sure. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. I'm really glad to be here today. I really hope that the information which I share today will be useful for you. So, as it was said, today I represent 12 universities. I will show you my presentation and will speak a bit about our universities. So give me just 1 second, please. Okay, let me know, please, if you can see it.
Yes, now we can see.
Okay. So we are a Merito group. It means that we are 11 universities, WSB Merito universities, and one University of Lower Silesia, DSW in Wrocław. Here, I can share some information about statistics. Here you can see what our students like the most at our universities. So the most, it is recruitment office, libraries, education programs, program offer, but also a career office. I will talk about it a bit later. Yes, also our universities have over 230 university fields of studies and over 700 postgraduate programs. We also are proud of this fact that our DSW, University of Lower Silesia in Wrocław, took the 9th place in the prestigious ranking of all private universities in Poland.
Right.
Here you can see a bit of geography. So, as I have said, we have 12 universities in 11 cities. Why 11? Because in Wrocław we have 2 universities. It is WSB Merito and DSW University of Lower Silesia. They have totally different programs. So I think that it is also like a group strength that we can offer our students a really totally different fields of studies. So if we are talking about cities, so you can see that we have University WSB Merito in Warsaw. Warsaw is the capital of Poland, the biggest business center, the most international city, a really huge one. So it doesn't even need an advertisement, but also the most expensive city. If we are
One of the
going,
most,
yeah,
one of
please.
the most expensive.
Could you repeat, please? I didn't hear you.
I said one of the most expensive.
Yes, exactly. One of the most expensive cities, for sure. Yes. If we are going to the north part of Poland, we have here 2 our universities, WSB Merito in Gdynia and WSB Merito in Gdańsk. Here we have a seaside because in this part we have Baltic Sea. So for sure, students who like the sea and who like to go for a walk near the sea, for example, for sure they will definitely like our campus in Gdańsk. Also, it is one of the biggest cities. Here, the central parts of Poland, some of historical places, for example, those 2 our universities in Bydgoszcz and Toruń, those cities are not so big as, for example, Warsaw or Gdańsk, but those cities are really beautiful. There are a lot of places to visit. There is also a really nice students' life in those cities. If we are talking about Poznań, it is on the west side of Poland, and actually it takes about 2 hours and a half to go to Berlin because it's like in the straight line. So there are a lot of weekend trips from Poznań, and you can travel a lot. Our university in Łódź, it is the newest our university, and its first intake was last year, and it was really successful. We have a lot of students there, also foreign students. So now, if we are going to the south part of Poland, so here we have 3 cities which are really close to the mountains, actually, because I think it can take about 30-40 minutes by bus or by car, and actually you have already mountains here. Wrocław is a beautiful city, one of the biggest cities actually as well in Poland. I was really surprised that I think that about 1 month ago, I have seen a ranking of the most popular cities in Europe with the hugest amount of tourists. And I was really surprised that Wrocław took the 3rd place in
Yeah,
this ranking. And it was actually higher even than Paris.
yeah, it's better.
Yes, so it is really beautiful and big city. If we are talking about Opole, it is also a beautiful city. It is not so big as, for example, Wrocław, Poznań, or Warsaw. But for sure, there are a lot of foreigners as well. And actually, there are a lot of companies also, for example, to look for a part-time job. If we are talking about Chorzów, we can say that it is some kind of like double city because it is like really close. It is like together with the city which is called Katowice. So 2 of those cities, they are like together, like one really big city. And there are a lot of cultural events there. There is one of the biggest arenas in Poland. There are a lot of concerts, musicians are coming there. So it is also a really, really nice place. Okay. So here, oh, sorry. Here you can see our logos also. We have 2 of them, as you know already, because we have WSB Merito and University of Lower Silesia. What differs our universities from others? For sure, we can say that WSB Merito and DSW in Wrocław have a friendly environment for students. That's for sure. I will also show you some statistics after that. But also the strongest our features, it is we can call that our universities are practical and flexible. What does it mean? It means that for sure, a lot of people, I think that even the majority of you, you have met such approach of teachers who had prepared, for example, their materials like about 30 years ago, and till now, they still are using the same materials. So this is the point which we are and our universities are really against of. So the majority of our teachers, they are not only teachers, they are also managers, directors, even owners of different companies, so they can share their practical knowledge with our students. So there are a lot of students from our universities who told that they like the most in their studies that there is a lot of practice. There is not only theoretical part. So that's why we can say that we are practical universities. Why we are flexible? You should know that the Polish law allows foreign students to work in Poland without any permissions, but there is one condition. Students should study full time. So our university's politics is to show our students that to combine your studies with job, but also with your private life, is possible. That's why our main motto is I study, work, and gain. So also schedules of studies at our universities are really flexible. So it is possible to combine part-time job with full-time studies. So here you can see why we can actually say that our universities have a friendly environment for students. The majority of them just told us this information, as you can see. Okay, I think that probably some of you could hear before that our name was WSB Universities. And now we have a new name, WSB Merito. Why actually this name? Because from the Polish word, we have such word meritum. It means essence. So something really to the point. So that's why we decided to choose this one. But also, you should know that 25 years ago, our universities started with only one program, and it was finance and accounting. That's why we were called WSB, because it is from Polish Wyższa Szkoła Bankowa. It means High School of Banking. And now we can offer so many programs from different fields of science. So we don't want to be associated only with banking right now. Also, we have changed our status. We've got the highest status of university, the highest category of educational institute. So we are really proud of it. Here you can see some pictures of our campuses. For example, here is our campus in Gdańsk, near the sea. Here is, for now, it is a project. It will be ready like next year because it is in Poznań. And in Poznań, we have about 13 buildings where studies are provided. And here actually is are three of those buildings. And we have it already, but for now we would like to connect them with those parts. So it's in progress. Here you can see a picture of the newest building it is WSB Merito in Wrocław. It is ready. So for us, for our universities, it is really important to be attractive for our students, to invite you to study in really nice place, in really good conditions. So for example, here you can see some of our classrooms, because some of our classrooms were made by different companies, such as, for example, Nokia or Apple. So it means that we invite students from all over the world to study in those conditions and using the newest equipment. There are also classrooms which were not made by other companies, but it doesn't mean that they are worse. For example, here you can see a classroom which wasn't made by other companies. So I think it is also innovative, new, and nice. So let's talk a bit about programs and prices. So what we can offer for our students. We can offer a lot of programs, different specialties of management, different specialties of computer science. We have also one program with double diploma in Gdańsk. It means that after graduation, students get not only Polish diploma, but also British one. It is University of Northampton. Also, we have such programs as marketing, communication, mix, tourism and recreation, IT in business, logistics, and so on. You can see it here. So the lowest price in our group, it is 2,000 euros per year, per 2 semesters. And in this price, you can find such programs as, for example, English for business purposes in the city Chorzów, Katowice. It is near the mountains in the south part of Poland. But also you can find management at our University of Lower Silesia in Wrocław, also with this price, 2,000 euros. If we are talking about the most expensive studies in our group, it is for sure Warsaw. And here prices are from 3,200 euros per 3,700 euros per year. The admission fee is 120 euros, and here you can see a bachelor's and a degree and engineering programs. Also, at our University of Lower Silesia in Wrocław, you can find such program as Creative Media, Animation and Visual Effects. Its cost is a bit over 3,000 euros per year. It is like 3,200, I think, something about that. And if we are talking about master's degree, so prices are really similar. And we have also here a lot of specialties of management, also big data, international logistics, management and law, and so on. So if we are talking about, okay, I think it is over with my presentation, but also I would like to say that if we are talking about prices, cost of living in Poland, I think that for sure, if we are comparing it with cost of living in other European countries, it looks really good. I can say like that, but for sure, it is possible to earn some money during your studies also. Oh, I forgot to say about our career offices actually, because each of our universities has also its career office, which helps our students to look for a part-time job or also for a full-time job after graduation. So maybe you have some questions.
Yeah, we do have some questions because I came to know from some candidates who asked me. I'm going to ask on behalf of them. First thing is that who will apply for bachelor or masters? Does your universities accept the year gap? I mean, for example, they completed their secondary in 2018. They want to do their bachelor in 2023. 5 years gap. Do you accept that?
Okay, if we are talking about 5 years gap, I should check it. For now, I am not sure, unfortunately, if there are some laws because it depends on also the countries. So if we are talking about Bangladesh, for example, so I should check it for sure. If there is a gap about 1 year, so I think that it will not be a problem. But if we are talking about such a long gap as 5 years, for example, so even if it is possible, I think that there can be a visa issue also, that the embassy can also ask about it. Why, for example, now this person decided to go to study.
Yeah, but for the masters, I think there is no problem because they can show the experience certificate, right?
For
For the
bachelors.
master's program, like who would like to apply for the master's program?
Okay, I think that it is some kind of individual way of individual case. So I wouldn't like to say right now, like in general, because
Mhm.
in general, I can say that if someone, for example, has graduated high school and now he's going to study to Poland the bachelor's degree, for example, so for sure here everything is okay. Also, if you graduated, for example, bachelor's degree and now you would like to study master's degree in Poland, so this is also okay. But if there are some individual cases, like for example, 5 years gap, so I think that here we should just check it more in this case.
Anyway, can you see the comments? Some people commented here, like Nasri Mita, she asked that how much desired band score for master's program do you accept for IELTS? I mean, IELTS
Okay.
score, how much
Yes, now I can see comments. Thank you very much. And I couldn't see it earlier, unfortunately. So sorry if I didn't answer. Thank you very much for your comments here. I can see some of them really nice feedback. Is that available Poland embassy in Bangladesh?
No, it's
Uh,
in India.
okay, yes. And I have one question. What is the desired band
IELTS score.
master's program? Okay, I should also check it. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, I can't answer for this right now because now we have candidates from, yes?
Can I answer these questions on behalf of your, because I came to know from your university size that your desired score is B1 level, it's Central European Framework level. According to the IELTS band score, 5 score is B1 level, right? So if someone have 5 or 5.5, they can apply for the master's program. But if you have the medium of instructions, I mean previous studies in English, they also can apply for the program. And also, you, as you told me the previously, that you could take the online interview who doesn't have the language score. If they pass the online interview, they will get the chance, they will get the admission, right? Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
Yeah, so people with B1 level, they can apply for the master's program.
Yes, and actually, if we are talking about the knowledge of the English language, so
Yeah.
there are students also who doesn't have certificates, which proves their language, their knowledge of the English language. So for our universities, it is also not a problem. If you doesn't have any certificate, also you can be invited to interview online or to pass test online. So it's not like a blocker of the whole process. So if you have all the documents, for example, and you would like to study at our university, and you, for example, applying to our university with the help of Wisdom Consulting. So for sure, I think that we will invite you also to interview online to check your knowledge of the English, but just to have this certificate is not so necessary. So I think it is can be helpful also. Okay, I can see more questions actually here.
I
Maybe
think it's more comments than the questions.
yes,
Like
yes.
some people
Thank
like
you
the
very much.
conversation.
Also, thank you very much for your such warm feedback. I can also tell about some documents which are required at our universities. For sure, the most important document is a diploma after bachelor's degree if you would like to study at master's degree, or a secondary school certificate that you graduated. And those documents are like the basic of the whole admission process. It is the most important document. So, for us, for our universities, there is no need to send by post, for example, those documents to our university. You can just actually use this help of Wisdom Consulting, and I
Yeah,
think
will
that
be
everything
helpful.
will be done here, yes. But you should remember that there will be no admission process if you don't have apostille or legalization of this document.
Yeah, this is very important.
Yes, it is really important. It is required by the law, by the Polish law. It's not the case that universities are so bad because they are requiring it. It's not because of that. Actually, it is a stamp which actually also proves here Polish universities that you can study in Poland. That this document actually is like basic of continuing your studies.
It's nice.
So that's why it is really, really important. I know that to make it maybe in some countries is a bit difficult, but as far as I know, you
I think
should.
is Bangladesh is more challenging because students are to go to India, especially in New Delhi, and taking their appointments and submitting documents is hassle. But I would like to say that the students who are interested, we can help them because we know the process, how to do it. And I know you tried last week to do it from here. Unfortunately, they do not accept here, so we will be doing from New Delhi.
Yes, I also was trying to do this. I was in contact actually here with the embassy, but unfortunately, the Polish law doesn't allow us to do it this way. So, to make apostille or legalization of diploma, you can only in Bangladesh. So, you should do it in the Ministry of External Affairs, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
external affairs, then it has to send to, I mean, New Delhi, which is Polish consulate. They will be doing apostille from there. And one more thing, like you need the original documents, I mean, original diploma, right? Apostille, right?
Yes, but those original copies, like physically this document, you can. There is no need to
Submit
send
after
them.
coming over here.
Yes, we are giving something what is called a conditional acceptance letter. It means
Okay.
that university accepts you to come to Poland, and you can already. And university gives you all the documents for getting visa. So you are going to make visa, but there is one condition. That, for example, there will be a deadline till which, after arrival to Poland, you should come to the admission office and show those original copies. So everything is possible, as you can see. Just make this apostille, please, because it is the most important. If there is no stamp, we can't proceed it further.
Okay, one more questions like how long after apostille the documents, if we are submit online, how long does it take to give offer letter to provide
Uh,
offer letter?
Okay, so actually, normally it is about 3 working days. But for sure, you should know that when we are like in June, July till September, there are a lot of students who would like to study, and our universities also can't proceed them like in normal way, so it
Mhm.
can take a bit longer. But also my role here is for that if you for example will apply with the help of wisdom consulting, so for sure my role will be to try to make it a bit faster also, because I will
Okay,
be also responsible for our students who are coming to our universities, with our partners as wisdom consulting is.
mhm. Thank you very much. Anyway, one more question I see. Asif Lori, do I need to legalize all the documents to apply online, or the legalized documents will be needed to in the embassy only? Okay. No, can you please answer this, or I'll try to.
There
Can you
is
see
no
the
need to legalize all the documents. We need legalization only of your diploma after after bachelor's degree, if you are going to
Mhm.
study at master's degree, or if you would like to study now at bachelor's degree. So we need legalization of your secondary school certificate,
I
but
think you
also
got the answer. Yeah.
translations into English or into Polish. But for sure, it can be also into English. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Nice answer. You know, I had another questions who asked me. I forgot. I mean, they asked me on WhatsApp. Let me check
Okay.
because
Yeah.
few students. Actually,
A lot.
these are our wisdom students. Okay. One more question from Mohtasim Hassan Himmel. He asked, "What is the requirements for enrolling in undergraduate degree?" This and how many class do I need to get graduated from? Oh my God! In most cases, many questions.
Class pass requirements for undergraduate enrollment. Okay. So actually it works like that you should graduate the secondary school. So it doesn't matter if there are 13 classes, or if there are, for example, in some countries it's like 10 classes. So the system of education in different countries is also different. So for us, it is really important to see that you have graduated like the secondary school. So if in your school it was like 13 classes, so all of them should be passed. I want to know some information, international relationship and global study subject. Okay, international relationship. Give me a second, please. I will check what we have. For example, in Gdańsk, we have international business, but also we have. I don't remember
Okay,
it.
I know this student Hussain Ahmed. Okay, I'll put him and I mean in international relations or business related subject because I'll do his application. His documents in on the process because I sent him in India for apostille. So after that, I'll apply for him.
Yes, okay.
So I think he is a little bit confusion that international relationship and global subject. Anyway, thank you, Hussain Ahmed, for your questions. By the way, I is on the process after apostille. I'll let you know that which program will be convenient for you, and obviously you will help us, right?
Could you repeat, please?
I mean, his documents is on the process for apostille. It's in India. Hussain,
Okay,
we are doing it. We are processing it. As I told you last week, that some of our students are on the process. So
okay.
we'll apply after apostille.
Really nice. Okay, great. Sure. 3 years
And
study gap is accepted. I wish I will not say right now because I just want to make a mistake because I should check it if some years of gap is okay at our universities. But also, it's not that our universities can make a problem with that. It's like, our universities are checking and verifying different conditions for accepting people from different countries. So, unfortunately, Bangladesh is not in the same educational system of
mhm.
Hague as European universities are. That's why I can't answer now for sure for 100%. So I'm
I
really
have read the
sorry.
comments. We'll let you know how long can we accept the gap. So we'll let them know because I'll write the comments after knowing from you. Okay.
Okay, nice.
Please
Yeah.
let me know that for the bachelor, how long do you accept? Because you have many universities. Maybe some university accepts more gap.
Mm-hmm.
And how long for the masters? Okay.
How long for the masters? Okay, I will try to check it also. So we'll let you know also a bit later. Okay. Okay. Is there any particular place to translate my documents? And as you've said, is the documents acceptable in English translation if I don't translate in Polish? Yes, documents are accepted also with English translation. Yeah, so it's okay. There is no need for looking for Polish translations in Bangladesh. I think it could be
In
not
English.
bad challenge. Yes.
Yeah, it's good that in Bangladesh all certificates are provided in English, even secondary, bachelor, all. So which is good for us because if it is Bengali, we have to do the translations again. So more hassles. So it's good for us.
Yes, for sure. If we are talking
But the
about
Polish system is quite good because when I applied for my certificate, they give me choose the how many language do you want. I took the certificates in English, Polish, and German, three languages.
yes, that's nice. And always when you are applying for studies, you can always add which kind of another foreign language you would like to learn also during the studies. So I think it's really okay. Okay, hello, I'm from Bangladesh. I really want to apply for master's program. You are invited. We will be really glad if you come to study at our universities. So for sure, I think that you can uh, ask all of your questions also to Wisdom Consulting, and they will help you for sure as our
Yeah,
partner.
sure.
Yes, so that's really nice.
Yeah,
Thank you
we
very
should formally announce that we are partners since this year, beginning of this year, and we are representing your universities in Bangladesh.
Really nice. I'm really glad.
Yeah,
I
wait.
wish I come there one day. Maybe it will be possible. Yes, because we are really, really glad to invite all of you to study at our universities. Also, I can say that in our universities, also foreign students can apply for scholarships.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say about each of our universities with what kinds of scholarships they can offer right now because there are 12 of them and they have different offers for that. But I know for sure that, for example, in Gdańsk, near the sea, our university can offer rector's scholarship for foreign students also. And everything will depend on your results after first year of studying at bachelor's degree and after first semester after half of a year at master's degree. This scholarship maybe is not some kind of really great and big, but I think it can be also a bit helpful. It is from 300 to 500 zlotys. So
Mm-hmm.
let me think how much it is in euro. Give me a
It's
second.
100 to 150.
About something like this, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not so big, but I would like to say that it
But
is.
it's even support for food because in Poland, the food cost is 300 to 500 zloty per person.
Yes, yes.
So,
So I think it can be helpful also. And I would like to say that it is only in Gdańsk, but other our universities can also offer some scholarships. I will also be back with this information. Uh, I have another question. If I get Poland study permit, what type of facilities I will get after arrive in Poland? If I get Poland study permit, what type of facilities I will get after arrive in Poland? I think maybe you can answer yes.
yeah, sure. The first thing is that you will be able to get educations, standard of educations, which is most important because you are a student. And secondly, that you will have opportunity to work without a permit. And thirdly, you will be able to apply for TRC, which is called temporary residence card, and you will be accepting for 3 years as your bachelor students. And finally, you will be able to avail the opportunities to travel whole Europe as you are having the Schengen visa. And there are many more opportunities because Poland is located in Central in Europe. As you mentioned in your presentations, I think you covered a lot about the Wrocław and other cities. I think if you watch the full video again, you will know a lot of information which our guest has shared with you. So I think you get a tremendous opportunities here, also building your career. Oh, we have many more questions. My God.
Yes, yes, I'm really glad to see it, and I'm really glad to answer if I have such information.
Mr.
Okay,
Russell.
what I wanted to add also is that each of our universities also participates in Erasmus Plus program.
Yeah,
So
that
yes,
sounds
here you have said about traveling, so I just remember that actually I forgot to say it. So it means that you can go to study to other European countries during your studies at our universities. Normally, people are traveling, are studying abroad, not only in Poland, for one semester, but
yeah.
there is a possibility also to continue it till 1 year. So it is like maximum. So I think it can be also a really good experience. I had the same experience actually because I was also here in Poland like a foreign student because I'm not from Poland. And I also took part in Erasmus program, and I just remember this time like just the best student's life which I have ever had. So it was a really nice experience to know people from all over the world, to practice your English also, to see the world. So I really recommend this program. Okay, questions. I have done my graduation and post graduation. Now I would like to pursue
So
another master's
another
degree.
master's degree. I'm a second master's degree. Mr. Russell, for the friends of mine, anyway.
Okay, so it is also about the education gap.
Mm.
Let me please come back with the information about education gap after. because for now, I think it is such an individual way. Actually, if you really would like to go to study to our university, but you are not actually sure if it will be acceptable, so for sure you can apply because if you will be registered to this university and you will just like upload all of your documents, after that university will be able just to verify it for 100% to make a decision. Because if even I will be asking all the time, and what about this, what about this, if they don't see documents, they can't say for sure. So
Anyway,
that,
I'll send the documents, then I'll get the updates. Okay. So
yes,
because
yes, I
this
think
is
it will be
confusion.
better.
It varies individual to individual.
Yeah, I think it will be better just to make it all clear, all the documents, and just to verify it. My
Mhm.
ALTS band score overall 5 and now no less than 4. So can I apply with this low band score for bachelor?
Yes.
Actually, I'm thinking right now because you can actually ask the university to make an interview. And
Yeah.
if you are going to study at bachelor's degree, so a really strong level B1 will be enough, but a really strong one, not like A2 B1, it's rather B1 B2. So if you have such knowledge, so for sure you can ask university uh, to make an interview, and they will check if your knowledge of the English language is enough to study. But also, please remember that your decision should be really like, how to say, responsible. If you are going to study in English and you have, for example, you know that your knowledge of English maybe is not enough to study in English, so maybe it is really better to prepare like more time for these studies, because it will be a bit hard for you, for example, to study in English if you don't have enough knowledge, I think. Thanks so much, Tatiana. Thank you very much. Give us lots of information. Your university, if God wants, will come university as soon as possible, and I want to meet you. Thank you very much also for such nice feedbacks. It was a pleasure. Unfortunately, I must be going because in 2 minutes I have next meeting.
Yeah, you have a meeting, I heard.
We will be really glad if you come to study at our universities. I think that Wisdom Consulting is a really, really helpful company in this case. So for sure, if
I will
someone,
try to help them, yeah. And also you are here. I say we'll help them in Bangladesh and you will help here.
yes, yes, thank you very much, and all of you have a good day.
Have a
Bye.
good day. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank
I will
you.
speak in 2 minutes Bengali because they're all Bengali Bangladeshi audience. Okay?
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye. সো এই ছিল আমাদের আজকে ওয়েবিনার। সো এই ওয়েবিনার থেকে আপনারা যে ইনফরমেশন গুলো পেয়েছেন, কিছু বিষয়ে কনফিউশন আছে যেমন স্টাডি গ্যাপ। তো যাদের স্টাডি গ্যাপ আছে তারা ডকুমেন্টস গুলো আমাদের যে ইমেইল আছে উইজডম কনসাল্টিং এর, আমি ইমেইল অ্যাড্রেসটা লিখে দিচ্ছি, এই ইমেইলে ডকুমেন্টস গুলো পাঠাবেন। তাহলে ব্যাচেলর এবং মাস্টার্স, ব্যাচেলর যারা করবেন তারা এসএসসি এবং এইচএসসি আমাদের দেশে সার্টিফিকেট এবং ট্রান্সক্রিপ্ট পাঠাবেন এবং সঙ্গে পাসপোর্ট। আমরা ইউনিভার্সিটি পাঠিয়ে আপনাদেরকে ইনফরমেশন জানাবো যে অ্যাডমিশন পসিবল কি না। আর সেকেন্ড হচ্ছে যারা মাস্টার্স এর জন্য অ্যাপ্লাই করবেন তারা ব্যাচেলর সার্টিফিকেট এবং ট্রান্সক্রিপ্ট পাঠাবেন সঙ্গে পাসপোর্ট, তাহলে আমরা এটা চেক করে আপনাদেরকে জানাতে পারবো। সো থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ ফর ওয়াচিং আস। হ্যাভ এ নাইস ডে।